Welcome back to Chem Past Papers. This is IGCSE Chemistry, Paper 2, Variant 2, February-March 2023. And this is Part 2, covering questions 21 to 40. Link to Part 1 is at the description or the pinned comment. Let's continue. Question 21. Copper 2 sulfate is prepared by adding excess copper 2 carbonate to sulfuric acid. Why is an excess of copper 2 carbonate added? A. To ensure all the copper 2 carbonate has reacted. That is wrong. Is to ensure that all the sulfuric acid has reacted. B. To ensure all the sulfuric acid has reacted. That's the correct answer. So we add the copper 2 carbonate in excess to ensure all sulfuric acid has reacted. Question 22. Part of the periodic table is shown. Which element has 2 electrons in its outer shell and 3 electron shells? So that means we are looking for element in group 2 because group is determined by the number of electrons in the outer shell. So here we say the element has 2 electrons in the outer shell. That means it's in group 2. Now that means the answer is between B and C. So we use the next information, which is it has 3 electron shells. Number of electron shells determine the period. So this is period 1, period 2, and period 3. So therefore our answer is C. Why is it C? Because C is in group 2. How do we know? 2 electrons in the outer shell. And it is in period 3. How do we know? 3 electron shells. Number of electron shells is the period that an element belongs to. Question 23. Elements in group 1 and group 2 show the same trend in their reaction with water and in their density. Which row shows how the properties of barium compare with calcium? Go to our periodic table. This is calcium and this is barium. So they are in the same group. So that means barium will react faster with water since it is lower than calcium in the group, because reactivity increases as you go down the group. So that means the answer is between A and B. It will also have higher density since it is bigger than calcium. So therefore our answer is A. Barium reacts faster and has higher density than calcium. Question 24. Which pair of compounds shows a transition element in 2 different oxidation states? So we have to calculate the oxidation state of each transition element in each compound here. So let's start with option A, chromium. I'll show you how to do this fast. Chromium and oxygen. So we start with what we know, oxygen. Oxidation state of oxygen is usually -2. So this is going to be -2 times 3 is going to give us -6. So what you need to do is to balance the charge. So if oxygen is -6, that means our chromium is going to be +6. But then we have 2 chromium here. That means each chromium is going to be +3. And then you do the same thing here. This is sulfate. Sulfate is -2, and you have 3 of it. -2 times 3 is going to give us -6. So to balance the charges, this is going to be +6. And then our chromium is 2, so it's going to be +3. So this is chromium 3 and chromium 3. So that's not the answer. We're looking for 2 different oxidation states. Look at copper here. Our oxygen is going to be -2. Now to balance the charge, that means our copper is going to be +2. And then we have 2 copper. So 2 divided by 2 is 1. So that means the oxidation state of copper here is +1. For this, carbonate is -2. That means the oxidation state of this copper here is +2 to balance the charges. So if you look at it here, copper in this is +1, and then same copper here is +2. So it has 2 different oxidation states. Therefore, our answer is B. Question 25. Which description of brass is correct? A compound of copper and zinc. No, brass is not a compound. It's a metal mixture. So A and B is out. It's between C and D. A mixture of copper and zinc. That's correct. Brass is a mixture of copper and zinc. Question 26. What is the symbol of the metal used in the manufacture of aircraft because of its low density? The answer is A, aluminium. Next question, question 27. Which substance react to form hydrogen gas? Calcium and water, yes. Reaction of metal and water, hydrogen gas will be produced. 2. Silver and dilute hydrochloric acid, no. There will be no reaction because silver is very unreactive. Magnesium and steam, yes. Metal and steam, hydrogen gas will be produced. Then zinc and dilute hydrochloric acid, hydrogen gas also will be produced. So therefore, our answer is A, 1, 3, and 4. That is calcium, magnesium, and zinc. Question 28. Cork, which is a carbon, and limestone are two raw materials used in the extraction of iron from hematite. Which type of reaction occurs when each substance is heated during the process? So A. Now during the extraction of iron, the reaction that occurs when coke is heated is redox reaction. So there will be oxidation and reduction of carbon. So that means the answer is between A and B. Then for limestone, it is thermal decomposition because our limestone is going to decompose into calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. And the calcium oxide we use to remove impurities, that is silicon 4 oxide. So therefore our answer is B. Question 29. Subcombustion reactions produce pollutant gases. Which reactions produce a pollutant gas that is not present in clean air? So we have 1, the gas produced is carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide is not found in clean air. Then 2, water. Water vapor can be found in clean air. So 2 is out. Then 3, carbon plus oxygen to give us carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide can be found in air. 0.04% is carbon dioxide. So this is out also. And nitrogen plus oxygen to give us nitrogen oxide. Nitrogen oxide is not part of clean air. So that means the answer is 1 and 4, which is option B. Question 30. 1 mole of alkane Y produces 72 dm³ of carbon dioxide when burned in excess oxygen. Measure at room temperature and pressure. What is Y? Since we are told 1 mole of Y produces 72 dm³ of carbon dioxide, that means it's going to be 72 dm³ divided by 24 dm³ because 1 mole of every gas occupies 24 decimeter cube. So 72 divided by 24 is equal to 3 moles. What that means is that 3 moles of carbon dioxide is produced. Now, if 3 moles of carbon dioxide is produced, that means the alkane that was burned must have 3 carbon atoms. Now, the alkane that will have 3 carbon atoms is propane. So therefore, our answer is D, propane. Question 31. The structure of organic compound X is shown. This is the structure. What is X? So this is an ester. Naming ester, we start with the alcohol, which is the one behind here, then the carboxylic acid. So here, this alcohol is having only 1 carbon. It's a methyl, so that means the answer is between C and D. Then here we have 1, 2 carbon. So that means it is an ethanoid. The correct answer is C, methyl ethanoid. Common mistakes students make is naming this first as your alkyl and then naming this as your carboxylic acid. So it's supposed to be this name first before this. Question 32. What is the structural formula of the compound formed in the addition reaction of propene with bromine? So the first thing we will do is to draw our propene. Propene, we have 3 carbon atoms. Now since it's a propene, ENE, that means there's double bond. So let's put our double bond here and then put our hydrogens. So don't just put hydrogen anyhow. Be mindful of the number of bonds the carbon atoms can form. They can form 4 bonds only. This carbon is having 1, 2, 3, 4. This one also 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we are told that they undergo addition reaction with bromine. Bromine is a diatomic molecule. This is in group 7, so it's going to be Br2. So in addition reaction, these double bonds will break open and these 2 bromine will be added. So therefore, the double bond breaks open and then 2 bromine will be added because here is Br2, meaning 2 bromine. The first bromine comes here and the second bromine comes here. So those will be the structure. So now, in order to write the structural formula, we just follow the displayed formula. So this is CH3, and we have CH and then Br, and then we have CH2 and Br. So therefore, our answer is A. Question 33. Ethanol is produced industrially by fermentation and also by catalyzed addition reaction involving steam. Which role describes one advantage of each process? Let's look at fermentation. The reactant used in fermentation is renewable. That means the answer is between A and B. Let's look at addition reaction involving steam. It is a continuous process. Yes, that is correct. So the answer therefore is A. Question 34. Carboxylic acid reacts with alcohols when warm with an acid catalyst. Which type of substance is formed in this reaction? A. An alkene, that is wrong. It's carboxylic acid and alcohol, therefore an ester is going to be formed. The answer is B. Question 35. Nylon is formed by condensation polymerization. Which structure represents nylon? So nylon is a polyamide. Now since it's a polyamide, that means it's going to have an amide link. We are going to look at which one has an amide link. Look at option A. This is wrong because it's supposed to be between dicarboxylic acid and diamine. So this is not dicarboxylic acid. It's wrong. Likewise, B also is wrong. This is not a dicarboxylic acid. But our correct answer is C. Look at option C. We have dicarboxylic acid, diamine, dicarboxylic acid, diamine. If you look at the linkage, it's an amide link. Remove the amide link. Then if you look at D, it's dicarboxylic acid here, but then we have this, what is doing here wrong. So the answer is correct. Polyamide are made from dicarboxylic acid and diamine. So the correct structure is C. Question 36. Which structure represents the repeat unit of the addition polymer formed from both 1-in? So first of all, what we will do is to draw the structure of both 1-in. So we have 4 carbon atoms because it's a both. Now since it's both 1-in, that means the double bond is carbon number 1. That means the polymerization is going to take place between these 2 carbon atoms. So therefore, it's going to be, so we have this C2 and then H. So therefore, our answer is A. B would have been correct if it is both 2-in. That means the double bond is here. So you have this carbon and this carbon, this carbon and this carbon. But it's both 1. So it's between the first 2 carbon atoms and the remaining 2. Look at them here. Question 37. 2.00 gram of powdered calcium carbonate is added to 50 centimeter cube of hydrochloric acid. Which apparatus is used to measure these quantities of calcium carbonate and hydrochloric acid? So we are talking about mass here. That means we use balance. The answer is between A and B. Then we are talking about volume here. That means we are using burette. Thermometer is for temperature. Therefore, the answer is A. Question 38. The diagram shows a chromatogram obtained from the colors of 3 different suites, X, Y, and Z. So this is a result of a paper chromatography. How many different red dyes are present in the suites? So here, look at, we have 1 red dye and then 2 red dye. So therefore, the answer is 2. This red dye, they are the same level. That means it's the same red dye. And this one, they are the same level. That means it's also the same red dye. Question 39. A mixture contains sand and an aqueous solution of sodium chloride. Which processes are used to obtain a sample of solid sand and a sample of solid sodium carbonate from the mixture? So we have sand that is mixed with aqueous solution of sodium chloride. When we say aqueous solution of sodium chloride, it means that sodium chloride that is dissolved in water. So it simply means you have solution of sodium chloride and then you add sand into it. You want to separate it in order to get a sample of solid sand and a sample of solid sodium chloride. What will you do? So the first thing to do is to filter so that you remove the sand and then you'll be left with your sodium chloride solution. So the answer should be C, is one that starts with filtration. After filtration, what you do is what? Crystallization. You heat it, the water will evaporate, and then your salt will crystallize, and you have your solid sodium chloride. Last question, question 40. A student tests an unknown compound, M. The compound produces a lilac flame using a flame test, produces a gas which turns lime water cloudy when dilute hydrochloric acid is added. What is M? So the fact that we are told that there is a gas that turns lime water cloudy, that means carbon dioxide is produced. And if carbon dioxide is produced, then M must be a carbonate. So that means the answer is between B and D. Now we are told that the flame is lilac in color, and the metal with that color of flame is potassium. So therefore our answer is D. Potassium produces a lilac flame using a flame test, and the carbonate produces a gas, which is carbon dioxide, which turns lime water cloudy when hydrochloric acid is added. That completes IGCSE Chemistry, Paper 2, Variant 2, February-March 2023, fully solved using the official mark scheme. If this helped, like, subscribe to Chem Past Papers, comment which paper you want next. More past paper solutions coming soon.